Travellers can now cross the Singapore-Malaysia border for compassionate reasons. At the same time, those who previously commuted daily now face longer, costlier quarantines just to go home for a visit as COVID-19 cases surge. And that's taking its toll. More than 300,000 people used the Causeway each day before the border closed. Deborah Wong with more.
On weekdays, Sheridan hits the roads as a delivery man. On weekends, he switches gears, dropping off food for the needy. It's something to keep his mind off the distance from his family.
Better I'm doing something good for others rather than I doing nothing. If I'm staying at home the whole day, for sure, I will think about my family.
Sheridan's a Malaysian working in Singapore. As the sole breadwinner, he can't afford the trip home. Going there and back under the periodic commuting arrangement will cost him thousands of dollars. Now that Singapore has increased the stay-home notice duration to 21 days. Malaysia has also imposed a 14-day quarantine for travellers from Singapore.
Better I spend that money to deliver to my family. Every day, even when I call them, my kids was call me, Daddy. I always feel like frustrated because I cannot hide them.
But he counts himself lucky as he's still making ends meet. Over the past year, a quiet network of support has fanned out for stranded Malaysians, some of whom lost their jobs and had to take up lower paid positions. This Singaporean dishes up 200 steaming bowls every Friday for those who can't afford meals.
I can feel how they feel when they are alone in Singapore and they got not enough money to spend.
The Malaysian Association in Singapore also doles out meal and rental assistance, partly through crowdfunding. It's helped about 400 people so far, but the coffers are drying up. And it's getting harder to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
That financial burden adds to the stress and depression. We've been speaking with some psychologists who are willing to give pro bono services. However, what we found is really difficult for our Malaysians to come forward.
And as COVID-19 cases surge, sparking tightened measures on both sides of the border, businesses with offices in both countries too are headed for dark times.
We got plunged by almost 90% down. With the MCO being applied, they can't move over there, everything is closed.
Media Group Studio 5 makes most of its revenue from shooting events. Instead of laying off staff, its directors took a nearly 75% pay cut and made drastic changes to its Johor operations.
We decided to make them into a temporary post-production house. Whatever we shoot here, we send it over to our Malaysian site so that they still have jobs.
While this arrangement works for now, he's still hoping safe business travel can resume soon.